General Hospital spoilers. April 14th. Willow faces the fallout. Sunny learns the truth. Ava overplays her hand. Port Charles is no stranger to high-stakes drama, but on April 14th, tensions bubble over across several families and alliances. From Willow's fraught emotional crossroads to Sunny's growing suspicions, and Ava's increasingly reckless manipulation, this episode of General Hospital is packed with confrontation, regret, and a few dangerous miscalculations. Willow's tipping point. For Willow Tate, the illusion of control is slipping. Once quietly strong and determined to build a peaceful life, she now finds herself reeling from Carly Spencer's bitter threats to take the children. That confrontation, raw and nearly violent, has left Willow shaken. More than that, it's forced her to question her judgment and alliances. Her decision to move in with Drew Kane might seem like a step forward, but it's rapidly becoming clear that she may be jumping from one manipulative force to another. Drew, once a calm voice in her storm, now carries an agenda, and Willow's instincts are catching up to that truth. Yet rather than resist, she may find herself yielding to the pressure, especially with Nina Reeves quietly positioning herself to become Willow's confidant. Nina, always cunning, knows a fractured Willow is an opportunity. And while it's possible Willow will listen, viewers should prepare for Nina to make moves that seem more motherly than strategic, at least on the surface. Meanwhile, Carly is left confronting a truth she refuses to name out loud. She may have crossed a line with her son's widow. The way she nearly lashed out, physically, was something even she can't defend. If not for Jason Morgan's timely intervention, the situation could have spiraled far worse. Now, Carly's wrestling with the very real possibility that she's alienated her grandkids. Jack Brennan, ever the composed strategist, offers her words of comfort. But even he can't mask the unease. For all Carly's strength, she's leaning more than ever on the men in her life to steady her, and the cracks are beginning to show. Sunny's disappointment and doubt. Elsewhere, Sunny Corinthos finds himself blindsided by news he didn't expect, and doesn't trust. Laura Collins delivers the bombshell, a crucial council vote that may not swing in Sunny's favor. But the real betrayal comes from what's left unsaid. He senses Laura is no longer acting purely on conscience, but under pressure. Whether from Jordan Ashford or someone even more shadowy, Sunny knows when he's being boxed in. As the puzzle pieces fall into place, Sunny begins to suspect that the vote isn't just political, it's personal. And when his name is being whispered behind closed doors, it's only a matter of time before he stops playing defense. Rick's fury and Ava's blindness. Another corner of Port Charles, Ava Jerome is digging herself deeper into a hole she doesn't even realize she's in. Confident that her scheme to squeeze Rick Lansing for money is working, she continues to dismiss the gravity of his trauma and fury. Rick, still recovering from the brutal assault that nearly ended both his and Elizabeth Webber's lives, wants justice, especially when it comes to Kristina Corinthos Davis, who he believes should face the consequences. But Ava's calculations may backfire. Alexis Davis, working alongside the razor-sharp Diane Miller, has moved quickly. A bond agreement is being drafted, and if approved, it could weaken Ava's leverage entirely. Ava may think she's secured a payday or a position of power, but Diane's strategy is already steps ahead. By protecting Kristina legally and emotionally, Diane and Alexis are not only minimizing charges but preserving fragile family ties, especially with Molly Lansing Davis watching everything unfold. For Rick, this episode ends without closure. For Ava, it's a false sense of security. And for Kristina, the stakes have never been higher. Final thoughts. Monday's episode of General Hospital dives deep into betrayal, emotional instability, and misguided choices. Whether it's Willow trying to find her voice again, Carly reckoning with her own aggression, or Sunny preparing for war disguised as politics, no one leaves this episode unchanged. And with Ava's grip slipping, the fallout could stretch far beyond her intentions. In Port Charles, the lines between savior and saboteur blur more each day, and the consequences are coming fast.